Today, of course, is a very important day as it is the anniversary of a historical event 88 years back. Because at dawn on this very day, back in 1932, Thailand went through her biggest political transformation from absolute monarchy to parliamentary democracy. Back then, a group of politicians and military men overthrew the government of King Prachatipok or Rama VII to usher in a new political era. It led to a nearly bloodless transition of Thailand known as Siam back then into a constitutional monarchy system of government and the country's first constitution. But Kunatha, as we all know too well, the transition did not really bring about the kind of changes that people had expected. The country has been plagued by endless civilian military rivalry and countless number of military coups d'etats and political instability that lasts until these days.
Yeah, so it's 88 years of the country still in transition from the absolute monarchy to democracy, and it's 88 years of many difficulty for Thailand. But from the screen, you can see that in Bangkok, 30 to 40 demonstrators gather at the city's democracy monument and play a large screen video reenacting the speech made by People's Party leaders after they toppled the government of King Prachatipok. So that happened early today, Kun Thepchai.
And one of the organizers of the event, Kun Anon Nampa, said the rally this morning was meant to remind Thai people of the historical transformation. We don't want it to be forgotten, he told journalists during the demonstration. The event lasted about 40 minutes under a watchful eye of dozens of policemen. Political activists have been using the 1932 revolt as a symbol in their campaign against the current Prayut government, which they see as a legacy of military dictatorship. Today, they repeated the demand for the current constitution to be made more democratic through amendments. And elsewhere in Thailand, Kunatha, in many provinces, there were also pockets of demonstrations to commemorate this anniversary. And this is also one of the events in Ubon Ratchathani where students rally to commemorate the anniversary.
Yes. Elsewhere in Thailand, the protest happened in at least 12 provinces. We can see large public gatherings are banned during the coronavirus emergency, but authority did not block the demonstration. And in Khon Kaen, about 10 students from Khon Kaen University gathered to clean the area around the provincial democracy monument. But on the screen, this is what happened in Ubon Ratchathani province.
And in Bangkok, just an hour ago, there was a small rally by a handful of activists at the so-called Skywalk area at the Pathumwan intersection. And they were there to demand democracy and try to remind people of the significance of the 1932 revolt, whose ambitions they claim still has yet to be fulfilled.
Yes, and one of the leaders of the student is Parit Chiwarak. He is the student leader. His nickname is Penguin, and he's trying to call for democracy and read announcement of People's Party as well. And the police officer tried to disperse the protest by trying to say that this is during COVID-19 and they cannot gather in the public this way without wearing masks as well. But they grouped together for about 10 minutes and then they just separated.
A message from these protesters was that the current Prayut government is nothing but a puppet. But of course, they were not explicit as to what they meant by General Prayut being the puppet, right?
Yeah. And a core member of the group who asked not to be named said the activity was intended as a symbolic gesture on the anniversary of June 24th, 1932 revolution. especially to remind people of the new generation of the importance of democracy.
All right, so that's it. How the anniversary of the historical event is being commemorated today.